Right. Hey, y'all. Good morning. I am back and refreshed. Got plenty of downloads last night. And I just want to come on here and toot my own horn for a minute. And I want to point out some obvious weaknesses that we're seeing in our male population. And I want to speak about how you really cannot trust men, period. And I'm going to tell you why. So, while the woman is holding down the fort, the woman is making all of the smart decisions. Our male counterparts are literally being bamboozled and tricked by nude photographs, photoshopped nude photographs. Okay. They are being tricked by nude photographs into not taking care of their children, not taking care of their responsibility, while the women are doing it all. Um, it was so obvious. It's been obvious. Let's take, for example, my disgraceful twin flame. And I don't know why y'all ever trusted him more than me anyway. For the life of me, I can't figure out why anybody would trust him more than me, especially on this platform. Now, it has been obvious that he has been getting played by several women in social media. Pretty much these women, they float back and forth to whoever can, be more stupid on a daily basis. This is what these women do, and this is why women are smarter than men. They basically, what I could see very clearly was a bunch of women that didn't give a damn about him, hanging around his platform, embarrassing him, right? And so he's at the same time been in a competition over nothing. He has literally been competing against another male in social media over nothing, not a title, not a crown, not no money, not anything. It's not even like he's on The Price is Right to where he's going to win new living room furniture or a new car. Trust me, everything that he has done to disgrace himself has gained him nothing, but it was merely the thought of competing with another male. See, while men are caught up in competition, women are actually doing what's real, are we not? He's caught up in a competition with another male in social media over nothing. Literally, there was never anything to gain. It was all about, I want to fake as if I won. I want to pretend for 1 hour that I won something. So what happened was he couldn't, he could not stop himself enough. The competition was temptation enough. So he gets set up. These women go on their channel. Not only do they disgrace me, but they also disgrace black people, right? They go over there and and literally are being horrifying to black people. But because these women were on another man's platform, this other man who is very unfortunate in life, I don't care what he says, he could not stop himself enough to have common sense enough to know, number one, you didn't win anything, you got played. It was all a setup so that you could get played, so that people could see how thirsty and desperate you are to win something. So obviously, these women were doing something against this other male. He could not deny the temptation. He could not deny the temptation of pretending. He had no discernment that he was being played, none whatsoever, by these women. He thought that he got a win. He thought that these women were actually over there making fun of this man, in which they were. But he promoted racism. He promoted bigotry on his channel. Since when are you winning when you are promoting bigotry on your channel? There is no man in this world that is worth competing against to where I have to disgrace myself and my ancestors to win an argument with somebody or to win something, and he won nothing. Hello, Blackberry. In fact, he lost his woman forever. He lost me forever. And trust me, that's a huge loss to lose me. Trust me. I don't care how he fronts. Men are not reliable like that. They're not. These men are so wrapped up into competing with each other that literally they almost bought back slavery against Black people. They tried to. Can you imagine a person being so untrustworthy that they throw away all of their principles? They throw away all of their common sense just so that they can compete. So that means that any woman at any moment can walk up to this man that comes from that platform and lie to him and say, oh, baby, I really don't like him. I really like you. And he would throw his entire family and children under the bus, not for those women, not for the women. Hello, SC. Not for those women, not because they're so beautiful, not because they're so great, but because of the competition. He would lie to himself and convince himself that he is somehow won something over this other man instead of living real life. This is the reason why, if he would have listened to the woman, he wouldn't have made a complete fool of himself. He still doesn't know how foolish he looks. First of all, you are claiming that you are competing with a man that has nothing. So why would you be competing with somebody that don't even have nothing to begin with? Why would you waste your time out of your life, disgrace your whole family, your baby mama, children, and everybody in the world so that you can come on YouTube and compete for absolutely nothing? Because I can promise you, his pockets are dry, his mouth is dry. And you know what? We can't have no foolish men like that being in power. You can't hurt people, a whole race of people. You're going to throw your whole entire race out of the window, everybody, right? So that you can compete and win an argument. For me, I'm not going to promote racism and bigotry on any of my channels. But because of his competition, because of his need to compete against this other man for 20 or 50 bucks, trust me, I'm the one that makes all of the money. This man don't make nothing on his platform. This is what I've been talking about for days. If you watch the situation, he got hoodwinked and bamboozled. We're not just talking about, okay, we are talking about the Black community. We are talking about the Black man. Can you believe somebody would be that ignorant to where they would throw away their whole life just so that he can compete with another man for absolutely nothing? There's no prize at the end of the tunnel at all either. So basically, Black men will sell their soul for absolutely nothing. I'm sorry, if I'm going to sell my soul, it's got to be for millions of dollars. If I were to sell my soul is worth a lot of money. I'm not going to sell my soul for a 20 bag of marijuana and sell my people out and throw my children under the bus, throw my baby mama under the bus, throw everybody under the bus so that I can come on here and have a fake win for one day. Hey, look, y'all, they was over here cracking on and on so and so. Are you really that stupid to where you fell for that? And the series of events that happened after that, while you were basking in the ambience of your fake win, because there's nothing real about it. While this man was basking in the ambience of a fake win, God was calling him to duty. He totally ignored God so that he could compete for absolutely nothing, so that he could wake up the next day just as impoverished as he was the day before. And you wonder why they paid Jamila the big bucks. He tried to pretend as if I didn't deserve to make that money. Well, you know what, brother? I would never throw all of my people under the bus so that I can promote bigotry on my channel for a fake win that means nothing. I wouldn't have even done it. I would have paid attention to the people in my life that matter to me. No, nothing else mattered to him except a competition and some stupid made up fake crap on youtube.com. Instead of doing what's real, this man decided to do what was fake. Lost his woman. I'm gone forever. I ain't never going back to somebody so stupid. Let everybody play him. Let everybody play him to tell him, oh, well, you shouldn't care about your woman that you actually do care about. You shouldn't care about her, or at least you should pretend that you don't care about her because she's too ugly for social media. So I'm too ugly, in fact. So not only was this man convinced by another man that won the competition, anytime you are a man that is able to play another man like that, so far to the left. Not only is he flirting with your woman, but at the same time, he's calling her ugly to convince you that she should somehow be some embarrassment in social media for you. And you're a man that actually fell for that. You know what? A man that does that, let me tell you something. Absolutely. You're right. A man that does that, I'm sorry, you just cannot depend on him. I can't depend on him. I can only depend on me. This is the reason why I'm independent. This is the reason why I don't depend on men. They can drop the ball at any moment, but women are going to hold it down. There's no way a woman would be that stupid as to fall for something like that and then will actually feel like he won something. No, you lost something. You lost something. This man that you have been claiming for several years that is beneath you has played you over and over again. You lost the woman. You lost the love of your life forever. You lost her forever. She ain't never coming back to you. You lost your dignity and your self-respect because you decided that I feel that competition with another man is worth me promoting bigotry. It's never worth it. It's all about competing. It's all about, you know, who gets the most numbers to be a fool. And will there ever be any acknowledgement of this? You know, it needs to be. It needs to be acknowledged. It does. To let somebody play you so much so to that capacity, and literally he ain't got nothing on his Cash App. He doesn't. He has nothing on his Cash App at all. And he was competing against me. I'm like, I'm a spirit healer. I am a healer. What are you doing? I healed him. He was dumb enough to bite the hand that fed him. Do you know that I healed that man 2 years ago? He was sick and I healed him. His life, his very life is so worthless to him that competing with this other man was more important than his very own life, his very own health. He didn't care. That's why you cannot trust these men like that. That's why I'm not trying to be bigot. I'm not trying to be sexist against male practitioners because I believe that he was trying to advertise himself as being a male practitioner. I believe that's why he was competing with me this whole time. And y'all know how many times I've had a woman come to me and her life be all jacked up and she went to a male practitioner. Not saying this about all men, male practitioners. I think that men should go to male practitioners sometimes, and I think that women should go to female for real. Because every single time, and I believe that this is what's going on, because he was too prepared and ready to compete against me to make himself look bigger and badder than me. But you know, without that tenderness of a woman and the compassion of a woman, this world is crap. So he was constantly told, oh, she's weak. Oh, she's stupid. Jamila is stupid because she has the ability to feel. She has the ability to have empathy. She has the ability to love people. And he was tricked by a bunch of people and told that that was what made me weak. But in reality, it's what made me stronger. If we were to have all logical thinking and men running around here competing with each other over nothing, this world will surely go to shambles. It will. It will every single time. You should never listen to a weak minded male. Men are more men. I'm sorry, I'm not being a misandrist. Okay. But a majority of men are very weak minded. They don't have discernment. Add that with a couple of photoshopped booby pictures, and that man threw his entire ancestry under the bus. Threw him under the bus. These people are not. Why would that even be necessary? Why would it even be necessary to promote that kind of bigotry? To promote somebody who is either a bigot or either pretending to be a bigot? Why would it be worth it? Why wouldn't your discernment tell you to do something different? Because men are not dependable. He simply did it because he was talked into doing it. He was told that it was a good idea and it would get him some clout. And because he had more upvotes than downvotes, he felt like he should go with it. And he totally disgraced me. Totally disgraced me because, see, he got tested and failed every single time. He failed every single test. While women were holding down the fort, men like that are trying to cause destruction. Who wants destruction right now? Who wants that? Nobody wants that. He lost a woman. You know what this? It reminds me the same thing as the Devil's Advocate. Okay, you remember when they had moved to New York and this man's wife, the devil started to torment his wife, and he got so wrapped up in his cases and competing with what was his name in the movie? Anyway, he got so wrapped up in competing that he saw all the signs of his wife literally being destroyed, and she ended up killing herself right in front of him. She ended up committing suicide right in front of him. And the devil kept telling him, hey, go take some time off with your woman. Go take some time with her. What are you doing? And he was like, I'm going to get through this case and then I'm going to worry about her. But by that time, it was too late. She was already gone. He lost her forever. Yeah, that was definitely a good move. Exactly. Exactly. For you to let your demons take over that much to the point where the children that are depending on you doesn't matter, your woman that loves you doesn't matter. All that matters is getting a win, and it's never going to be a win. It's not even a win. That's exactly what we're dealing with. This is the reason why men, I'm telling you, look, I love men. I have nothing against men, and I'm a very forgiving soul. You know what I'm saying? I am. But when it comes to handling spiritual business, when it comes to handling business, men have more often than not dropped the ball. And that's exactly what this man did. He was given every sign in the world. You need to call somebody. You need to pick up the phone. You need to try a little bit of tenderness. No, instead, the only thing that mattered to him was a stupid competition in a sector that doesn't even pay his bills. So it's a good example, but in reality, at least in the devil's advocate, Kevin Lomax, I think that was his name in the movie, at least he had a penthouse apartment and was making buku bucks. But we see lots of men that are foolish that will throw it all away for absolutely nothing. Okay, they'll throw it away for absolutely nothing. We got to go off a principle here. We have to go off of, what is the best thing to do when your divine feminine is reaching out to you. You're going to throw her under the bus so that you can win a competition with a man, and it ain't even no good competition. Let that be a lesson to some of y'all. Don't do exactly what this man did. You know what I'm saying? That was ridiculous. Literally, spirit was speaking yesterday because I was connecting with all kinds of spirit. Yesterday was a trip. It was a very, very high spiritual day. The spirits was really high yesterday. Oh God, it was the amount of information and energy that was coming in. I couldn't even really put it all into perspective. But what I did put into perspective is that as a woman, I'm going to always be independent of men. I'm going to always have my own money. I am going to always have my own plan, because these men will get caught up and you can lose everything because of their bad decision making. It was a bad decision for that man to ignore me and his children to compete with a man over absolutely nothing. It was a bad decision. Men make bad decisions every day. The woman always has. That's why I was thinking, oh my God, why is the weight all on my shoulders? It's okay, because the weight always goes on the woman's shoulders. We're the ones that got to hold everybody down. It's Mother Earth and her gravity that's holding everybody down. Otherwise, we would all float. We would all float, which was probably the rapture that they talk about in the Bible. I don't know. Could be a different thing. But can you imagine if we just all started floating up into the atmosphere, up into outer space? You know what happens to the human body when it goes out of Earth's orbit? Who was holding everything down yesterday? It was Mother Earth. Who's been holding it down? Mother Earth has been holding it down. Has all women have been holding it down. Because a woman is not going to throw the people that she loves, and she's not going to throw her children under the bus for a competition. She's going to sacrifice herself. She's going to sacrifice social media games. And oh, what are these people going to think of me if I go live and I let somebody know that this is hurting me? She doesn't care. She's way too true to her heart to care about that. Why would you want to deal with somebody? Why would you want to make somebody your leader that is that disingenuous? And us as women, we have to stick together. I don't like women that throw other women under the bus either. That's not cool either. When you look at women that go along with the get along, why would you do that? You supposed to stand up for what is right. You're supposed to stand up for what is kind. You're not supposed to stand up for this crap to where we're competing to see who can be the worst person to each other, who can do each other the worst, who can dog each other out the worst, who can do more to hurt the other person the most. And that's who you're going to depend on for your spiritual advice. That's why if a woman is a queen, she's just a queen. She is who she is. And this man did nothing but tried to take away from me. For years, he tried to take from me for years. For nothing. He ended up with absolutely nothing out of the deal. Not even any free sex. There was no free sex. There was nothing. It was all for naught. Women are God. Women are God. Men cannot cut it. They can't. And that's what all of this has been about. This has all been about who is better, who is more powerful. It's obviously the woman. You are not a powerful man if you have the ability to do harm to your own women and children, to the point where you so stuck off in a psychosis when you don't know when it's time for you to show up, when you don't even know when it's time for you to be there, for your presence to be there as a man. All signs was pointing to him being called to duty to have a presence as a man, not for sex, not even for his money, but for his presence, to be there. He couldn't even be there for the people that needed him yesterday. And yet he's going to come and take everything from me. He's going to come and convince all of my followers that y'all should go and follow behind a man that isn't even woke or even consciously aware of the fact that you are being played, and you were talked into, you were convinced to give up everything in your life that loves you and that you should love for this, for that, for nothing. Gave it up for nothing. Totally fell from grace. And then tried to make it seem like somebody was stalking him when they tried to get the message to him. I've never seen such failure in my life. But I don't know what failure is. I've been winning my whole life. You know why I've been winning? I've been winning because I've kept a roof over my children's head. I have held it down. I have made sure that my children are okay. That's how I have won. I have done the best that I could, given, my three older children are older. They're older, they make their own decisions in life. But I have an 8-year-old kid that is depending on his mama holding it down. And that's exactly what I've always done. And if you are going to have a man in your life, it's got to be a man that is smarter than a man that's going to sit up here and you can see that these people are against you. You can see that it's not the right road for you to go down. You can see that they're all fake, that it's all fake, but you'll give up everything in your life for something that's not even real, for something that doesn't even exist. Stuck in a matrix, attacking and abusing people that you should be there for. You should have been there for the people that you were attacking and abusing. You cannot be dependent upon. If it were left up to you, this world would not exist. We would have not woken up this morning. And who doesn't want to wake up in the morning? Who is that low that feeling bad about themselves to where they didn't even want to wake up in the morning? They woke up that morning and said, God dang it, why did I wake up? Imagine if the sun did that. Imagine if the sun just decided to not rise in the morning. That's exactly what this man yesterday was equivalent to. He failed me. He failed our children. He failed everybody yesterday. He failed. This is the reason why the woman is who is in charge. The woman, not the man. And especially if it's a man that's being men. Okay, let's talk about this. Men that are being led by ignorant women, men that are being led by women that can't lead, men being led by women that are not leaders. That's another example of that. And then people will look at me and go, oh, this is all on you, Jamila. It's all on you because he just did you dirty. He threw you under the bus. No, he threw us all. He threw the whole world under the bus for a stupid competition that led him to nothing. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all know right now, okay, that the only way I'm gonna tell you something, the only way that he can redeem himself, even as a content creator, even as a person speaking from his own channel, he's got to make good on that. Until then, until then, he has no power. He's powerless. All of the power went to the hands of the woman. She's the one, she is the one that held everything down yesterday, not him. He failed to be a man yesterday. Period. Now that we know that the woman is stronger than the man could ever be, now that we know that, can we please get back to normal? Can we do that? Can we please make sure that the goddess is being honored the way she is supposed to be? All of the goddesses. Can we get back to that? Because now that we know that these men are out here fighting for absolutely nothing, it's no money, it's no beautiful woman, it's not even a powerful woman. It's absolutely nothing that made them gain nothing. They woke up this morning with nothing. Can we please get back to normal? Can we please give back the accolades to the person that it's supposed to go to? Because I've had this man who has absolutely no plight, none whatsoever, no common sense, no strength as a man, try to take everything from me when he can't even stand up when it's supposed to. He's so shut off from God. He's so unaware and misinformed that he didn't even realize what his job was yesterday as a man. Can we please get back to normal? Can we please stop paying him attention? Can we please stop supporting his channels when he puts them up while he literally destroys everything in the world for nothing? Because I guess he doesn't want to exist. He'd rather exist as a void in a person's life. Can we please get back to normal? Can we get back to the love spells? Can we get back to the money work? Can we get back to saving people's souls? Can we get back to healing people instead of paying attention to this person that obviously ain't ready, obviously is light years behind me, obviously. All right, guys, I'm done. Thank you for coming. Hit that thumbs up. We got to get the thumbs up popping because he's been over here hating on me, knowing that his energy has been completely worthless, especially the last couple of years. You have done nothing. The woman has done all of the work, and the woman is the one that should get the praise. The woman should get the praise. The woman should get the honor because she's the one that held it all down. If it were up to him, we would have all turned into dolls or something yesterday. It was a probably a public initiation. Thank God I came on here and cried several times. Everybody needed my real emotion. Y'all needed something real yesterday instead of all that fake plastic. Okay. Speaking of which, I'll be back later on. I'm gonna go get me some coffee. I ain't even had my coffee yet, y'all, and I'm already fired up. I'm gonna go get me some coffee. I'm going to sit down in my apothecary and I am going to show you guys several herbs that can heal your body. Okay. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for that one because that'll be coming a little bit later. I got some other stuff I got to take care of, but that'll be coming a little bit later. We'll be talking about herbs. Thank the goddess that we even still have access to these herbs. Thank the goddess. They are more precious, especially right now. They're more precious every day than gold. Herbs, in my opinion, are more precious than even gold because herbs heal. Gold heals too, but you can't eat gold really. You can't you can't eat gold. You can't heal the body with gold. Not really. Oh, and by the way, unsub from any of their channels. They are nothing but a distraction to get you to accept nothing. Everything I have promised people, I have delivered it. I have delivered everything that I have promised to my client. So this is the reason why I deserve everything that I have gotten and that I will get in the future that is good. And everything good is coming to me. And I earned every penny that I've made in my company and my business, Divine Services. I have earned it. Okay, y'all. See y'all later. Love and light.